Well, this might be a treat. Everyone loves discussion of conspiracy theories. Who's a conspiracy theorist? What's a conspiracy theory? And who's a kook? So on and so forth. Well, I have released a song that some friends of mine, not in comments, but in private conversation, and to a certain degree, the Ask AI, have all been in accord on an opinion here about this track. The view that it is about conspiracy and top-down control of society, so on and so forth. And while that might be kind of like an element, I want to clarify, because the real meaning of the song is so cool, I don't want it to be lost. All right, the real meaning of the song is not so much about there being an actual conspiracy or control, although those things are kind of mentioned, but more along the lines of a specific mechanism of control and really a mechanism of control that comes about not so much out of conspiracy, but basically exploits human nature. The song is called Isolated Individual, and that's what the song is about. It's all about labeling people as isolated individuals as a mechanism to basically prevent them from becoming influential. And it's really from the standpoint of artists, but it comes from an observation that I made many years ago. So I'll tell the story. It was actually in a company, union type of scenario. And let me tell you, this particular company was massively exploitative, okay? And I don't want to sound like a leftist when I say that. I'm actually right-wing. So if I say this was exploitative, it was exploitative. I mean, the wages being paid were ridiculous. I think like $10 an hour. And the conditions were such that, well, primarily, if you missed 3 days out of a year, you were done. You missed 3 days, that was it. It didn't matter what reason you missed those days. So you could not catch a cold, you could not have children who had emergencies or anything beyond 3 absences in an entire year. So this combined with this kind of Captain Crunch money sort of salary here, it was just absurd. But there were talks between the union and the management of the company about the possibility of a raise. I think like a quarter an hour, 25 cents an hour. And this thing just dragged on for months. And I mean 4 months as in F-O-R, many months, not F-O-U-R. I mean, this went on a long time. And then finally there was this breakthrough. All of a sudden, wow, we've got a breakthrough. That was what was announced. We're getting a raise. And then it still wasn't announced specifically, you know, the whole 25 cents, or was it 24 cents? What did they agree on? And here is what the compromise between the union and the management was. If you, or if any employee had not missed even 1 day, all right, and 3 days you're out, but if you did not even miss 1 day, you get the raise. So naturally, as you could imagine, those people who never got sick or never had any reason to miss a day felt quite entitled. They felt absolutely superior and entitled to those others who might have missed a day. And this really served well to not only prevent everyone from getting a raise, but for creating division between some workers, right? Some employees and others. Well, it turned out that there were a few individuals who were not satisfied with this compromise, as you might expect. And so there appeared some flyers and some emails, and by my estimation, it was different people, judging by the the different writing in the medium, but they were anonymous people. And this created an uproar in the company. This created a crisis. I mean, this was like, I thought the place was just going to melt down. Might be in the news. The management swooped in. The union swooped in. And each of them, separately, the management and the union, went and called in every employee from their station individually and had individual meetings. And I'm talking the company took in each employee individually and sat them down. And the union representatives on their own called in every employee and sat them down. So what was the primary goal of these meetings? Was it to find out who was posting these things? Well, they wanted to do that, but the primary objective of these meetings was to explain to each employee on an individual basis that those people putting out these flyers or these emails were isolated individuals, angry individuals, disgruntled individuals who did not represent anyone but themselves. They were not organized. They did not represent, of course, the management, and they certainly did not even represent the union views. These were just isolated individuals. So that's really the topic of the song. That's that mechanism. And whether or not there is some kind of orchestrated or consolidated control is not really important with regards to the message of the song. The key is that human nature allows this thing to go on, and if you listen to the lyrics, you'll hear that the listener is told, this is important to you. So I'm just going to come right out and tell you myself, not even going to bother leaving it to anyone else to tell you. I'm telling you myself, I'm an isolated individual. So that's what that's about. I hope that makes the song more interesting to you. You'll listen to it again, and I hope that you will check out all the music that has been posted. May you find something you like among these tracks from an isolated individual. Thank you for your time. Make sure to jump to my page. I'm not bothering to post the links. You know how to click on the screen name and listen to more super cool, super deep, and super innovative music. And of course, make sure to subscribe.